Let's ride. Welcome everyone to my channel. My name is Parker Kurth. I am a full-time triathlon coach and elite team member with nvdmcoaching. Most of the stuff on my channel centers around triathlon, whether that be training, yeah, that's pretty much it. Training, racing, whatever it may be. I usually post days in the life, weeks in the life, training footage, and race recaps and whatnot. However, occasionally I do post a review, whether that be of running shoes, bikes, or just fitness gear in general. And today is going to be one of those videos. As you guys can see, I recently picked up today I got the brand new Zwift Ride, the smart bike. Today I just have the frame right here. I also picked up I believe this is the tablet holder and the handlebars. Now you can also get this bundled with, I believe, a Wahoo Kicker trainer. I did not get that for two reasons. One is because I'm currently borrowing my friend's Wahoo Zwift trainer, and two, I actually already ordered the Jet Black Victory trainer, which I will also be reviewing. So to make sure you don't miss out on that review or just more training videos, reviews in general, as the great triathlete himself, Christian Blumenfeld, once said,
subscribe, like, and have fun.
That's awesome. Anyway, back to what we have in front of us, the Zwift Ride frame. Yeah, so I don't have the trainer, but I will be, in this video, unboxing the Zwift frame, as well as doing a little bit of a initial thoughts, I guess, and then down the road, if you guys want me to do a full in-depth review, I can definitely do that. Now, currently, for a road bike setup, I actually do have the Tacx Neo bike, which I've been using. I love. However, I'm currently living in my parents' house, and I may be moving down the road, and so I wanted to get something a little bit lighter that I can take with me. I love the Tacx bike, but it is very heavy, and it's a beast to move. And plus, this way I can use the same trainer with my TT bike and this road bike, and I don't have to, jump from bike to trainer and whatnot. It's all just in one setup. So I decided to try it out, and yeah, that's why we are rocking with this Zwift frame. And I also have a buddy of mine who's going to be coming over helping me film and unbox this, so he should be here, actually on his way right now. So once he comes, we are going to unbox this and yeah, get it set up. I'm excited. All right, David is here and the knife is here. So we are now going to unbox this, I think. Open this up. We'll probably do a B-roll of it, and then once we get everything unboxed, actually, cool fact. I'm not sure a fact or whatever. When this was delivered, I actually received an email from Zwift with unboxing instructions. So like a video tutorial and everything. And so yeah, you guys would probably just go watch that. I'll probably be a better tutorial. That's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna go unbox this, and after we unbox it, we will let you guys know our initial thoughts, and then we'll get it set up on the Zwift. It's actually the Zwift trainer, so that's my buddies that I'm borrowing right now. Look at that.
Wish you had your camera on.
I do.
Oh.
I turned it on. Now we currently have I think it's the first version of the Zwift cog on the trainer, so we're going to take that off and replace it with the one that came with, which is the second version. Look at that. It always takes me like 10 tries to figure out which way to do it.
Oh, I didn't quite get it.
Right now we are going to be putting the bike onto the trainer. And look at that. That was a piece of cake.
No, it's not. This doesn't fit.
Oh, we have another one. We have one.
Yeah?
It did come with one.
Good.
Ta-da!
Yeah!
We got it.
This is what we want. This is what the ads... Am I tripping? Turn it on from this side? Yeah.
And now where's the little... Yeah, there it is. You already put it in the spot.
Yeah, Dad.
Alright, we have the handlebars set up after quite some time of finagling it. It's actually super easy. I'm just not the best bike mechanic. Anyway, now we are going to attach the wires. And pretty cool, nifty thing, when I opened one of the wire boxes, I saw these things in there and I wasn't sure what they were. But I messaged my friend who has a Zwift bike and he told me, you know what they are, David? Can you guess?
No.
So, you attach them to the frame, and then you wire the wires through here so it's a cleaner look so the wires don't get in the way.
All
So
right.
when the wires go here, you'll plug them in, and then you attach them to the frame so then you don't have wires all over the place.
How about it?
Yeah. And then I'm not sure if you mentioned this already, but this Zwift, pretty much the only tool you need for everything besides the cassette stuff, it actually fits right underneath the bike. So, nifty little storage place so you won't lose it. Anyway, we are going to finish setting this up and then we'll catch you once it looks pretty with the wires.
All right, Parker. What are we looking for?
We're looking for two things. We're looking for a charger for the things, and then you can steal my mom's.
Or-
No, we won't steal my mom's. She has enough trouble finding chargers. And then we're also looking for a pair of pedals, which I think are on my dad's bike. I probably should have brought a pedal wrench. Would have been a good idea.
All right, we're taking those pedals. We're going to take them downstairs, put them on the Zwift bike.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll be back when that's accomplished.
Yeah, once we find a charger. Should be downstairs, actually. All right, and now the last step, the food tray, snack tray. Fits like a charm. There we go. All right, food ready, bike's ready. Now we can ride. So one of the things I wanted to show you guys was how easy it is to swap bikes on the Zwift trainer. Because that's one of the nice things about the Zwift cog, is that it works with any cassette size. So it doesn't matter if you have like a 9-speed, 10-speed, 11-speed cassette on your bike. You can swap back and forth, and you don't have to swap cassettes that are already on your trainer. So as you guys can see, I have my TT bike on here. I'm going to put a timer up on screen, and in the background there, you guys can see I have the Zwift bike hanging. So what I'm going to do is take the TT bike off the trainer, and then I'm going to put the Zwift bike onto the trainer, and hopefully it won't take too long. We'll see how it goes. And well, just like that, it's done. So I don't think it took too long, 4 minutes or so, whatever the final time is. I'm sure you guys saw, but yeah, it's pretty easy. The hardest part, honestly, is because this Zwift bike is a little heavier than your normal bike. Just making sure it's straight when you first put it on the trainer, so the through axle can go through. But besides that, it's pretty simple. So that's how long it takes swapping bikes back and forth. And the Zwift cog, I'm sure I'll talk about this later, it is really nice, and you can do more like micro adjustments. That's the biggest version, or biggest difference between the first version and second version. But I'm gonna go hop on the bike for a bit, and then I will do a full list of kind of the pros and cons, I guess, and my final thoughts on this bike after. So stay tuned for that. Well, I've now been using the Zwift bike for a few days now, and I wanted to finish up this video by listing some of the pros and cons of the new Zwift bike, so you guys can go ahead and make the decision if it's something you want to purchase or not. Now, I do want to start this off by saying this is definitely not sponsored by Zwift. Sadly, I did have to pay for the entire bike myself. No discount code either, so if you're watching this video for a discount code, sorry, I don't have one for the Zwift bike. I do, however, have one for some carb mixes and electrolytes that are very important for you to take in while you're riding, whether that be on the Zwift bike or any bike for that matter. You can head on over to Raw, which I will have their website linked to in the description box below, and you can enter code NVDM to save 15% on any other supplements, including Raw Fuel and Raw Replenish, which are their primary endurance supplements. Anyway, back to the bike. So I guess I will start off with the cons. The first con, and I'm going to be kind of comparing this to the Garmin Tacx bike, because that's the one I was using before. And I have used the Wahoo bike as well, but that one, yeah, I'm not a fan at all of the Wahoo bike. The Wahoo treadmill looks awesome, and is a run on it. Sadly, I don't have it. But the Wahoo bike, not a fan of that. It felt super weird when I was biking on it. Just the ride feel wasn't there. The Tacx bike, however, I was a big fan of how it felt. And another advantage to the Tacx bike compared to the Zwift bike is that it had little portable fan, or little, not portable, but mini fans. The Zwift bike, obviously, it doesn't come with fans, which would be nice, but you know, you can buy a fan for 30 bucks on Amazon and use that instead. So that is one con to the Zwift bike. Also, the charging port. The Tacx bike did have a little charging port, so you could charge your iPad while you're biking. The Zwift bike does not have that, so it would be kind of nice, but it is what it is. However, the Zwift, or the little magnetic cable ties, whatever, that you guys saw that come with the Zwift bike, those are pretty cool. If only they were a little bit stronger, that would be even nicer, but the fact that you can, you know, securely fasten multiple cables to the bike itself, that was a smart little idea that Zwift Yeah, had. And that's something that I noticed actually with this bike is that those little things, you know, the magnetic charging ties, the little tool that you can put on right there, the fact that it came with a sheet for you to write down your measurements, you know, where to set the saddle, where to put the handlebars and whatnot, and you had like multiple people, so multiple people could write down their measurements. Stuff like that, it made it super easy to set up, and it was just very user friendly. That's what I kept thinking to myself while I was setting this up. Now, one other con to the Zwift bike is that, well, you can only use it with Zwift. Well, you can use it with other platforms, but you can't use the shifting. You can only use it on erg mode with the other platforms. So if you have like a trainer road, then you can use it for trainer road since you're doing your workouts and whatnot. But if you're using something like Ruby or was it Training Peaks Virtual, I do not think that you can use the shifting and the braking and all those buttons with those applications. Those are just reserved for Zwift. So if you're not going to be using Zwift, then this may not be the bike for you. Another con is the crank length. You can't set different crank lengths with the Tacx bike. You had multiple different options. If you wanted like a 167.5, 172.5, 165, 175. With the Zwift bike, it just comes with the one crank length. So those are just some of the cons that I thought of while riding the bike. And obviously it's also not an actual bike, so you can't take it outside. It is just a dedicated trainer bike. So take that for what it's worth. But now moving on to some of the things I liked about the bike, and the list was a bit longer here. The first, and I already mentioned this a few times, but how easy it was to set up. It was very light, or not very light, but definitely a lot lighter than the Tacx bike. It's definitely heavier than your regular frame, which is good. So if you're sprinting on it and whatnot, I did do some max efforts on it. Felt super stable. That was one of my biggest concerns because I'm putting out some watts. I needed to make sure it could handle my max efforts. Thankfully though, no issues whatsoever. No, joking. Yeah, but it was completely fine doing my max efforts, no issues whatsoever. And yeah, the fact that it was easy to set up, very happy with that. User friendly, as I mentioned, the wires and whatnot, the little tool that it just magnetically holds right there, the tablet holder that it came with, the long tray that it has out in front, big fan of that. Much bigger and much more user friendly than the one that came on the Tacx bike. The Zwift cog, I'm also a big fan of the Zwift cog because you can actually put multiple different bikes on there. So it doesn't matter what cassette size you have. It doesn't matter if you have like an 11 speed, 12 speed, whatever you have, you can put that bike onto the cassette or onto the Zwift cog. So it just makes it much easier swapping out bikes, and you don't have to get different chain rings for different bikes. Let's see what else. The handlebars super comfortable, big fan of them. Quiet as well. It wasn't much louder than the Tacx bike I had, and it comes with an actual chain. That's something else I wanted to mention. The chain was super nice too. The fact that it's weird. Like if you touch it, your fingers don't get all black and greasy, but it is like lubed. So you don't have to reapply lube to it. They mentioned that when you're setting it up, you don't have to lube it at all. So however they managed to do that, big fan of that. And yeah, that was actually the end of my list. Yeah, you don't need to grease it. So at the end of the day, do I recommend this Zwift bike? If you're honestly looking for just an indoor setup, you only have one, you have a nice TT bike, you have a nice race bike, and you don't want to sweat all over it, and you're just looking for something that you're gonna ride always inside, then I would definitely recommend the Zwift bike. I would recommend over getting a trainer and just an old bike in general, because with the old bike, you're still gonna need to do maintenance for it. You have issues that come with riding any old bike. And this, yeah, so far, I've been a big fan. I should probably also mention the price. I do believe that the Zwift frame was $799. However, with tax and shipping and everything like that, it came out to all in with the tablet holder. I think I paid about $1,000 for it. And then if you wanted to bundle that with the Zwift Hub 1, the trainer, then I think you're looking at $1,400 total. So honestly, if you're looking, it's not a bad deal at all for what you're getting. Especially if you go with if you're looking to get a trainer as well, you get the trainer and the Zwift Ride for $1,400. That's a solid option there. And like I said, with the Zwift Cog, you can put any bike you want on there. So you can use a Zwift bike, you can use your own bike. Yeah, so what Zwift did with this, I think it was a great idea. I think it's super smart. It'll be interesting to see what improvements they make in the future versions of this bike. Some of them are super easy to make, like I mentioned, the crank length, adding in a charging port, maybe some fans. I think that this is something that Zwift will definitely keep improving on, and I'm very excited to see what's next. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below any questions you have. I'll do my best to answer them, and if you want me to make like a longer term review, so after 6 months of using this bike, if I still like it as much, then also let me know and I can do my best to make that happen. If you guys did enjoy this video, I'd appreciate a like and a thumbs up, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. So since you guys have watched to the end of the video, I'm actually going to show you guys a little secret on Zwift. Now, I actually found this from watching Shane Miller, GP Llama, on YouTube. So you guys should go watch his video on it and subscribe if you haven't already to his channel. But there's a little secret Easter egg with the Zwift handlebars. And it's a Konami code. Shane talks about it more on his channel, but I guess it's some secret code that video game creators know about. Anyway, it's printed on the Zwift frame. I'll insert a clip of me finding it on the bike. So the code is right under here. So it's on the Zwift frame, but I'm looking at a picture of it right now. It's up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A, and then you press the Zwift button. So I'm going to do that now, and I'll show you guys what it does. So you use the Zwift controllers, so it's up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A, Zwift. I think. So, I just watched the video again, and you press the Z button, not the actual Zwift button. So, let's try that again. Up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A, Z. Did that do something? There we go! Haha! It worked. You guys see now they're all big heads. So, that's how you make your head big in Zwift. Shane does say, though, however, that it only shows up on your screen. So, if you're Zwifting with someone and you put that code in, then their heads won't be big. It'll just be your head. It doesn't last forever, so I'm pretty sure you can do it again. Up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A, Z. And... oh, nope, maybe not. Up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A, Z. There we go. See, now the heads are small. And I guess that Zwift can actually change this, so the code they can change the code to do anything. So you should keep an eye out, maybe in the future they'll make it so you ride upside down or something. I don't know. But anyway, that's a quick little hack. Thought I'd show you guys, or not hack, but Easter egg. And as always, if you enjoyed this, I appreciate a thumbs up, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.